I'm on the 9th story of the apartment that we're currently staying in the beautiful town of Carcupe in Paraguay, and just thought I'd share the view with you. It's just such a beautiful part of the world. Hilly, stony, which we really like because that keeps away the mass soy production. Got heaps of water, lots of trees. It really is one of the best parts of Paraguay and we really love it. So hey, thought I'd share that with you, and while I've got the camera running, just have a bit of a natter about, you know, where we're at and what we've been doing, and where we're headed. In the last few weeks, we've had our Sedula granted to us, which has been a massive step. That gives us the ability to kick on with our bank account applications and getting our finances officially sorted in Paraguay. And that's something that has come not as a surprise, but it has been a bit of an eye-opener to see the way that the banking system is moving with this world to make things more interesting for those of us that are just looking for a simple life. In the war against everything, it seems that the people who are most inconvenienced are the ones that, you know, they shouldn't be at war against, but you know, that's the way things are. But I say this in this video because I want people who watch our content to be best equipped to make the decisions that they make. And the way that you'll make the best decisions is by getting advice from people who are just going through, you know, what you'll be experiencing. So all that to say, when it comes to anything about relocating, but certainly when it comes to your finances, get advice. You know, hit us up, ask us some of the hurdles that we've encountered and how we've navigated them. Ask others, and just get as much in order as you can before you leave, if that's what you're thinking about doing, because it'll make your life easier. And who knows how things will change from here on in. And I guess it underscores the thing that I say, and that is the best time, if people are thinking about relocating, the best time to do that is yesterday, and the second best time is today, because you don't know what tomorrow brings, and it seems that they're going to make things more challenging in every way, but particularly financially. That's obviously the linchpin of how they can make things interesting for those of us that don't accept the deal that they were given in the country that they're leaving. So just keep that in mind. There's also some things that you can put in place, and I won't bore you with all those things on this video, but there's things that you can put in place that can help you move funds around more readily and just be a bit more efficient with your finances. But you know, it's all doable, so don't be discouraged, just be forearmed and just get as much advice and information as you can. And while I'm on the topic of getting advice, I don't like to speak about anything other than what we're doing, but I just wanted to say, based on some things that I've recently seen, that, you know, when it comes to moving overseas, there's people out there that make all sorts of offers, sell things, and, you know, put deals together, and there's all sorts of things in every country you go to. And all I'd say is that Paraguay is no different, and the best remedy to falling foul of any one that might not be offering you the best deal is to not proceed on anything until you've been here or wherever you're going and spend some time. So never consider going to a place like Paraguay or anywhere else and not renting for at least 3 or 4, 6, 8 months. I know people who have rented for over 12 months and it was the best thing they ever did, because it takes time. It takes time to find that just the right property at the right price, without any of the fish hooks that you can encounter in properties in a place like this. and you can find them and they're there, and we've actually got a couple lined up at the moment that we'll share once we've got further information about. But we're progressing well on the property hunt, but man, it takes some time, and you've got to kiss some frogs to get to the prince. There's often something in the fine detail that can sometimes just make something irresistible become not viable. So yeah, just be careful, and as I say, we're always here. We're here for anyone that's looking to relocate to any country, because a lot of the advice that we would perhaps offer would be, I guess, applicable to any move, and it's relatively simple, but it's stuff that, not infrequently I see people make choices that sometimes aren't perhaps in their best interests, and it's often because they've maybe not taken all the advice from the many different areas that they can take it from, and there's no single source of truth. Brenda and my way of doing things is different to others, but there's some universal things that if you observe them, they'll make your life easier. So, as I say, don't hesitate. You can always hit us up in the comments of this vid, or contact us on our blog at dirtcheaplife.com. We will update that regularly, and there's some posts that we've got scheduled that'll be useful in regard to things like finances and things, so keep a lookout for that. But in the meantime, I wish you well wherever you are. This crazy world is getting crazier, and nowhere's immune. Paraguay's changing, but I think it's changing at a very slow rate of knots compared to other places. I get on that crazy internet and look at what's going on in places like New Zealand, and just, I can't believe it. I read an article just the other day where in New Zealand they're talking about essentially cancelling the two political parties, the two major parties, and just having one party. They're calling it the Purple Party. So they're just laughing, and they're just going to have one party, figuratively and literally, at the expense of everyone living there. And I just can't believe it. I cannot believe what people are putting up with. But everyone's to their own, and I can only expect that there will be some people like us that will just say, well, this deal isn't, it isn't acceptable anymore. And when you get to that place and that position, then just know that there's people that have made that decision before you, and they're there to hopefully to learn from, or at least learn from their mistakes, if nothing else, and we've made a few. So let us help you in any way that we can, and that's our pleasure to be there. So until we speak again, God bless, and stay safe out there, and we'll be making a video very, very soon, hopefully. Okay, take care. Ciao.